My life was a peaceful one. Even so, I never realized how full my heart was until they ripped it apart. They took everything from me! Now I'm on the island, just like hundreds of poor fucks who share my fate. And just when I started thinking I can make it, one is at my throat again and again. I swore to myself I would survive. I refused to be just a memory. A beautiful lie. Death was never an escape. This time, I'll decide how it ends.
Secure communication established. Prisoner, you can call me Dina. This part of the protocol is kept short to increase the chances of you not becoming a human pancake. Use the following parachuting instructions, and I will make contact if you land safely. Secure channel closed. Secure communication established. Welcome to the SCUM Island. I am an AI created by Tech One Corporation. My full designation is Dual Energetic Entity Neural Appliance version 2.0. My intellect excels, but the creators think I am best used as a tutorial, protocol overseer, and body performance analyst. I will now provide basic movement instructions. Your survival rate is 4.32% higher just by not standing still. You have now been granted access to my knowledge database, the Codex. Access it now. If you are unable to find a piece of information in the codex, it doesn't exist. When you are ready, proceed to the Tasks tab. Data suggests that regularly completing tasks enables prisoners to overcome many of villain's challenges. I take 99.7% credit for each prisoner that survives the first 3 days, but success is not guaranteed due to the limited neural capabilities of each prisoner. When you are ready, either accept the first task or leave this interface and forfeit all chances of surviving until tomorrow. Secure channel closed. Secure communication established. In this tutorial protocol, you will learn how... Excellent. Proceed by opening your crafting user interface. Here you can see every component needed for crafting. The instructions were followed properly, so the needed stones were already gathered. Press the Craft button. That will do. Average prisoner fails to see that the crafted knife is lying on the ground, as shown in the vicinity area. Pick it up by dragging it into the inventory or right-clicking it and using the pickup interaction. Congratulations, you have now proven more capable than 50. Now drag the knife into the hands slot or right-click it and use the Take in Hands interaction. Crafting a stone knife protocol is now completed. Your progress is admirable. You can leave the user interface or visit the Manual tab to continue with the next protocol. Secure channel closed. Secure communication established. There are many dangers on the island, many of them trained by me. You do not stand a chance in your current state, so you will now reinforce your knowledge by crafting an improvised wooden spear. First, find a nearby bush and cut it with your stone knife. You just acquired a... To find recipes easier, use the search bar. Find and craft a improvised wooden spear. This time, I will allow you to skip the details button. Once again, to stay above the average, open the Inventory tab and place the spear in one of the two holster positions. It can be done by dragging the spear from the vicinity or right-clicking it and using the Pick Up interaction. Good work, prisoner. Your spear won't do much against a rocket-propelling grenade type of weapon, but it is a step in the right direction. Continue your training as soon as possible. Secure channel closed. Secure communication established. Prisoner, remember the following rule. If you find anything useful, you must acquire it. Unfortunately, your inventory space is very limited. Change that by crafting an improvised courier backpack. Begin by entering the crafting user interface and crafting a branch rope. Remember, click on the Details button to see what components you need. If you take a look at the components needed for the improvised courier backpack, you can see all of your equipped gear right next to your inventory. Begin by right-clicking on your undershirt and using the cut interaction. You are now one rag component short. Cut your underpants or boxer briefs. It is for the greater good. Finish the process by crafting the improvised courier backpack. To equip a piece of equipment and expand your inventory, double-click the item in the vicinity or right-click it and use the equipped interaction. Congratulations, you are now qualified to run around and pretend you are a mule. That was my joking algorithm. It is still in early access. I will now unlock the next tutorial protocol. Secure channel closed. Secure communication established. By doing an involuntary full body scan of each prisoner, I deducted that not everyone is suited for hand-to-hand combat. That is why you will now craft wooden arrows and an improvised bow. My evaluation is that you are now capable of solving this task with minimal problems, and my evaluation has a 0.2% margin for error. Start by crafting wooden arrows. If you have your cutting tool and the required wooden sticks, you can try out the Auto Craft feature. The button is located between the Details and Craft buttons. This speeds up your process by 35.4%. In your future ventures, feel free to also craft an improvised quiver. For now, your new backpack will have to suffice. Pick up the arrows and place them in your inventory. Two variations of bows are available, the 20 and 35. Heavier poundage means more strength is needed to pull the bow, and the shots are more powerful. For the sake of this protocol, you can now craft any of the two variations. There is still one holster spot available next to your spear. Place the bow there. Chances of your survival are increasing at a great pace. Keep following my instructions, and you may have a chance on the island. Secure channel closed. On the top left part of your interface, you can review your attributes and skills. The medical skill is directly related to your intelligence, so open the INT. You can check the details of any skill to see exactly how the health user interface is right next to the metabolism one. It is notified. On the right side of the health user interface, you can see your body status. Your small cut injury is located under the untreated section. Check the details of your condition to find out about all conditions have a severity that increases over time if you leave the injury untreated. Your injury has a C2 severity. If you possess the ability to read, you must have noticed that you need rags to treat it. Find some rags or cut some of your equipment to acquire them. Start by selecting the acquired rags. Notice how the bar around the injury indicator is starting to fill. Use enough rags to fully fill the bar and press the treat button. Congratulations, you have treated your first injury. It is now in the stabilization section. You can read more about the stabilization and recovery sections by hovering over them. Use the abilities of my protocols to check on your body frequently, as there are many types of injuries and most of them should not be left unchecked. Secure channel closed. Secure communication established. My instructions have now prepared you for the inevitable dangers throughout the whole island. Since survival is your main goal, it is time to start exploring and searching for sustenance. Search a few world containers. My algorithm shows that this is a highly repeatable process without which you will fail at staying alive. World containers include tree trunks, kitchen counters, drawers, and anything that can hold items. Go and make an effort.